You thought I was going to smoke that cigarette, right? Because of the way I took it out. The way I held it. We think we can predict what's going to happen because we think we know things. But if there's one thing I've learned in the past year, it's that life's freaking unpredictable. I took admission in ODTÜ in 2020, but my first year was online. Then as the pandemic ended, I came to the campus. Even if the first few months here were pretty hard, as you all know, now everything's changed. Immensely. Though vague at first, I gradually began to see people I connected with. Those I care about, a couple of which even changed the way I look at life. I discovered the person who I truly was and always wanted to be. At this point, I felt like my life was coming together, like I had a direction at last. I realized what really matters is doing what you care about.
Doesn't mean that's the only thing you do though, cause on the negative side it resulted in me failing calculus and getting a GPA below 2. For most of you it's just another technical subject, not me. Which is why gradually I formed a whole battle with this subject.
Here's my counter-argument. As I grew older, my priorities shifted. I wanted to spend my time learning about production so I could start working in the field as soon as possible. I realized the problem was with calculus and therefore I made a vow to myself.
The plan? Retake maths, get a great grade, and close the chapter once and for all.
Still though, it seemed like piece by piece everything was coming together. At this point, just maths looked like a villain, the only villain. I decided the only way to solve this problem was to take the classes themselves. The moment I sat in that godforsaken hall, I realized I had made the biggest mistake of my life. It just didn't feel right. The people around me were actually interested in studying the subject, or at least wanted to. And here I was, trying to figure out how I was to keep up for the next 4 years. Seemed like a big black cloud over my head. Like 4 years of something I don't even care about.
I told myself that you don't get everything in life of your choice. I mean, I freaking love the university, but the major?
Nah, I don't care about business. I hope to God that they had media, but they don't. I was making progress, but what I really was doing was drinking a flask of poison, thinking it was necessary for the progress. But it was never meant to be. The results came out with me failing not one but half my courses. Even the easiest ones, I had totally failed. I felt like I was pushing against nature at this point. I tried taking summer school, but no one really cares about students improving, only those who completely failed, nor does my department offer summer courses. The thought of taking all those subjects again and again has drained all my hope and motivation. After all that time, after 2 fucking years, I'm still at the very beginning. I can safely say now that after all that shit, I fucking hate business.
My name's Ayub.
it's been a pleasure doing business with you.